Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty Rec. We've got a big season starting off here. We got the LAG versus Toronto Falters kicking things off in the Silver Premade North Division. I'm CNK, and I'm joined by a man who goes by many names, who I have no idea what name that's going to be today, and he's going to introduce himself.
Today I am Gun Puppet. We'll call one Wuppet.
I thought it was Lawn
with
Puppet.
W. No, with W. I'm so excited to be casting today, CNK. Look at the Toronto Falters. You know, one of them is even my old teammates. Low Lord over there learned from the best.
I apologize to you, Low Lord.
He learned from the best, which is me. And now we have Zahid, who is my personal coach, and he keeps telling me to throw my tactical. So let's get a count going for how many tacticals we see him throw on stream today.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. If you're going to tell someone to throw tacticals, you better yourself throw a tactical.
True.
Right?
That is absolutely true.
That makes sense to me. But Lola right now trying to cook for the team. Teammates kind of dying all around him. Doesn't see the guy. Piano gets taken down. It's gonna be unfortunate, but Italian BMT gonna be going on a little bit of a spree right here. 6 and 2 on a 3 streak, making a 4th streak because he goes up to 7 kills on the time as well. Is gonna get taken down. But Whoa, trying to hold things down. Whoa and 1. Anything familiar there with you? You both got a W at the start of your name.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so used to winning. But speaking of winning, like
Player in the Rec League's history.
So yeah, I'm the most winningest player in the Rec League's history. Thank you for reminding me. No, I am. Don't worry about it.
There's a possibility someone passed you.
Nah, no possibility.
You got a lot of losing.
Good Lord. Well, I mean, it's pretty much a tie game here between Toronto and LAG.
Just like your win-loss record.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, CNK. You are
welcome.
My best friend. Toronto Falters are
actually don't really know if I'm friends with losers, so
speaking of losing, I'm losing my shit right now.
Not surprised. I mean, Toronto Falters got themselves a nice little 20-point lead. All shout out to Italian BMT at 11 and 7, absolutely popping off. But LAG, they get the 4-man wipe right there. They're gonna get some solid time here. The rotation anew, not gonna be in their favor, but Toronto gonna try to fight this off. They know they don't want to give up too much time on this P3. The P4 is going to pop up here momentarily. You see the number 4 player, Dan, did try to feel it out a little bit, try to get the push going early, but does get taken down. Big flank coming in from Eddie should set things up pretty well for his teammates. Just to be at least a little bit of a distraction. Only picked up 1 there. But the rotation is going to be in. Toronto going to be down by about 15 points by the time this pops up. Ooh,
yeah, I mean,
LAG get the front break.
Toronto had like a pretty good lead. I feel like early on they had like a 50-point lead, and now they are losing LAG by about 12 points. You've seen LAG just coming around the back and just like holding down spawn, just watching the Toronto Falters kind of just step up to the plate, but Toronto can't get a solid foot on the ground before LAG has their guns aimed at them. So we're going to see LAG even continue to draw out this deficit. 20 points is pretty good considering like it was 0 to 50 at one point, but it's all going to be about how these next set of rotations go. P1 can be pretty mixy, but I mean, if LAG can even get some time there, this game might be rough for Toronto.
Fair. Zahid did not throw his tactical, by the way. Shout out Whoa. I saw 2-piece right there. Did a good job. Whoa might have been Mank, by the way. Not too sure how that works out, but it's on a 4 spree now. Making a 5 spree, picking up some nice freebies right there. Only a couple seconds left on this P4. The P1 rotation is going to be in. The spawn's in control of LAG as well. And they've had a pretty good P3 into P4, now rotating on over to P1 here. So excited to see how much time LAG can get on this. Got themselves a pretty decent lead at the moment, almost 60 on the way there. But the side of Toronto Falters trying to break out of this map a little bit. Zahid gonna go underground, try to get behind a couple players the best he can. We see a little bit of a map flip as far as spawns are concerned, but the side of LAG still on that time for now.
Yeah, LAG is still on that time for now. This is what I was talking about. If LAG can just soak up some time P1, like they could draw out this lead to be quite impressive. You see LAG already trying to attack for P2 spawns. It looks like they're going to get it. Toronto Falters spawning way back in P4. And honestly, again, I feel like Toronto had like an 0 and 50 lead. And since then, it's just been all LAG in terms of the score line. Like, I mean, Toronto, they're also not really doing too well in the shooting department either, which is shocking to me. Like, I know these players. These are old players I used to run with in Cold War. I used to play 8s against these guys all the time.
Okay.
Yes. And I mean,
Okay.
These players are really good, and to see them kind of not coming out and doing well, especially in the gun department, is honestly pretty shocking. But anything could happen here.
I mean, Mr. Woe right there just about got red carded. He's trying to snake a little bit on that table. He wasn't shooting at anyone, but still. I mean, that guy's name might be the exact thing I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. I mean, I didn't even realize that was that guy's name.
Jesus Christ.
It's actually wild. Player number 64, of course, because, you know, God forbid, we only have 8 players on the map. We got to have 64 of them. I mean, he is shooting, though. But I tell you what, Woe is 22-9 on a 5 streak right now. 1:12 in the time. Jesus Christ. As a 1:30, you would expect a man of his caliber to have maybe a little bit more time and a few more kills, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's now up 100 on the side of LAG. Again,
I mean,
Toronto.
Someone in the chat said Jesus needs to pick it up.
Jesus needs to step it up. Jesus doing better than Dan and Mank in the kill department. I wouldn't.
Dude, greatest time. Like, 1:30 on the time is phenomenal.
Jesus Christ is truly a Jesus superstar. Jesus Christ superstar. You get that reference? It's a play. No.
Okay, my bad.
Jesus Christ superstar. Oh my god. Anyway, Jesus Christ is being a superstar on that. Toronto Falters still like. Jesus Christ.
It's a 1v3 in an S&D. It's gonna be like, like, but 207 to 73 lead right now. If you're wondering why we're kind of joking around a little bit, it's because the side of LAG is absolutely cooking them up right now. But just like that, Toronto Falters starting to fight back a little bit. The P3 looking pretty good. They've got the rotations of P4 as well. They're gonna have to lock down all of this P3 time. Looks like the side of LAG fully willing to give that up. They've got 2 players coming up over the top. Low Lord trying to engage them. 2 kills going the way of Toronto. 1 going the opposite, but just like that, Jesus Christ, the man, the myth, the legend himself picks up 2 in the back spawn. Still staying alive a little bit here. Trying to cook up another. Does get 1 more before going down. That's going to allow LAG to get back pretty early off those respawns from mid-map.
Yeah, if you're Toronto at this point, your best bet is to just kind of lock in, but you're getting pushed out of the spawn that you need.
Italian BMT is locked in, brother.
Italian BLT, yes. Italian BLT is locked in. BLT. I'm calling him BLT.
It says BMT.
Oh, okay. Thanks, CMK. LAG 220 in the score line. Toronto Falters still at 95. I feel like they've been getting 10 points a hill pretty much. LAG, they've just been so good at kicking Toronto out. And when you are losing a gun game as bad as Toronto is, all you need is like an LAG player to step up or hit the flank, and then you just kind of collapse if you're Toronto. So like LAG, by all measures, looks like they're going to close out this game pretty soon.
I mean, they could close it out right here. It looks like the game tick is in their favor. So it's going to be just dead on. I mean, if you're Toronto, you got to counter this right now. But Mank, he's going to be in there with Jesus Christ. Holding down that last bit of time. 2 seconds left to remain on this one. 250 to 86, just like that. Or 96. I might have read that a little. But still, you know, LAG win. 250 to 96 over the Toronto Falters to take map 1 in the Silver Premade North matchup. And I tell you what, they look absolutely phenomenal.
They look great. Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking a little bit before we went on air about how, like, the Toronto Falters, some of those players have played in gold before, and we don't even, like, it might be a little dubious as to why they're playing in silver, but I think they just proved to us why they belong in silver.
We're getting in game right now. We're going to find out real quick how this thing goes down.
Yeah, let's see.
Toronto Falters, they get the bomb first. They got that on the Italian BMT, not BLT, BMT. Let's see where this bomb goes first. First blood on the map. We're going to see Mank get taken down by an unknown man who is going to be. Unpop it. You're supposed to.
Wait. I think you cut out for me. I wasn't sure if my internet was cutting out or yours was. Okay. All right. Welcome back.
Speed right here. This is your time.
No, I didn't. You cut out.
Things are happening. You gotta talk. You gotta talk.
It's a tie game. It's a tie game. It's a tie game. Zahid has the bomb. He doesn't have his tactical, which means he did throw it, which is nice to see. He's putting his money where his mouth is. But Jesus Christ, that ping really low right now. Senses him coming around the corner and kills Oh wait, no, it's Italian BMT. Wait, no, I'm getting confused again. God damn it, I hate this UI so much.
Oh, Eddie. Got this man one shot. Whoa, staying alive right now. He's asking Jesus Christ for a little bit of assistance right now. He is going to get that assistance. They do team up. 7 seconds remaining. Eddie has to try to make a play. 2 players left. Not enough time to plant the bomb anymore. Up against Woe and Jesus Christ. They do not spot him out. Just like that, Jesus Christ sees him and takes him down. I do believe that's 3 kills for the man, the myth, the legend. Bring his team up 1-0.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I mean, I would say that's valid, right?
Yeah, I mean, he got almost an ace.
Yeah, but also
just
map
using his
1,
strength.
like map 1 also was cooking and got like an insane amount of time for the team. And I believe did end with the most damage. I think that's what I saw when the game.
Well, I mean, still though, he needs to step it up, as we know.
Yes.
Wasn't
I mean,
good enough. Not
the
what
ping
we
diff
expect.
is crazy though.
The ping diff is crazy. Well, Jesus Christ gets his gets an attempt on the attacking side of the coin now. Although he's not very much a violent guy. So let's see how this one goes. He does have the bomb, and he is approaching the A bomb side. But Toronto looks like they have a player in Italian BLT who's able to get a kill on the Mang. But now they got the info, and Eddie continues that kill onto Woe, and now it's a 4 versus 2. The attacking side, 4 versus 1 as I speak. The attacking side not holding up too well. You have Jesus Christ to make a last-minute play, but he's going to have to shoot on literally all cylinders. Toronto gets a win to tie it up.
Very dominant round as well, right? I mean, you shut down the boys over on LAG. I believe you don't even lose a single player, right? All round long. Do good. Look at Jesus Christ. Tried to take out Zahid. Zahid gets it done though. Guy's been around a long time. Used his tactical 2 rounds in a row. So you got to think him judging you for not using your tactical starting to make a little bit more sense now, right? He is a high percentage user of the tactical, so it makes sense. But I mean, look at the stick drift by Jesus Christ. I mean, it's wild. Oh, it's wild. Out of 1-1 though.
He must be playing on Nintendo Switch too.
Is there stick drift on the new Nintendo Switch? Because that's absurd.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. As a non-Nintendo Switch user, I am sorry to hear that. That's a bummer.
Well, Toronto now attacking. Looks like they're going for the same bomb side. Looks like they will get that bomb down to A. You don't have a guard like Toronto did last round, and so the bomb goes down pretty easily. You do trade out Dan and Eddie, but now if you're on the side of LAG, it's going to be about how to get back into it. A kill on the Jesus Christ is not going to help them, but it's at least down 2-2. Toronto kind of boxed in around the bomb, but LAG just trying to get the trades or the picks where they can.
Yeah, Low Lord now in a 1v2 up against Mank and Woe. Woe, the player who went almost triple positive last game, just got annihilated by Low Lord right there. Low Lord 1v1 does get taken down by Mank. Mank gonna clutch that one up, win the round for his teammates, and just like that, gonna go up 2-1 here on Hacienda S&D, which originally was not gonna be Hacienda. It was gonna be a protocol, I do believe. But the boys over here on these 2 teams decided to switch it up and bless us with more Hacienda.
Yeah, I mean, we better strap in. We're gonna be seeing a lot of this house.
I feel like you don't like Hacienda.
No, I do. It's very
Is that
beautiful.
the vibe I'm catching here?
No, it's very beautiful. The only thing is, like, I see it in the CRL a lot, but whenever, like, my rank games have to veto Hacienda, they do it every time. It's so annoying. I don't get the hate. Anyway, Toronto on the defensive side now. LAG on the offense. We're going to see that A-bomb come into play again. Italian BLT. Just staring down, but the bomb gets planted right under his nose. Just too many LAG members to contend with. Toronto already down 2-4, and they have a job to do here.
Shout out Dan. Big play out of Dan right there. Now going to be a 1v4 for Eddie. It'll be a tough situation to get put in here. Does get himself kind of like pushed up. Does get 1 kill. He's going to get pushed in by another player right here who's going to be Woe. Eddie trying to just heal back up right now. 20 seconds remaining. Does take 7.5 seconds to defuse. He picks up the 2nd kill. Now Mank going to be here in another 1v1. Does have some help from the side, but never mind. Just like that, Eddie gets taken down. Is that LAG trying to make it a little bit back and forth there for a minute just to make it more entertaining. But overall, is going to end up taking the round.
Yeah, my coach ain't doing too well over here. I might need to find somebody new.
He is throwing those tacticals though.
He's throwing the tacticals.
He does say to use them, but also uses them. So we can't like,
Yeah, but like,
well, it also seems like it might not be helping that much though. So maybe
where's he throwing them? Is the question. Like,
we're gonna watch Zahid's POV for the start of this to see where he throws that tactical. I'm trying to force Gio to move over.
No. He doesn't want to. We're back on Jesus Christ.
We get Jesus Christ. That's all right. This guy's a dog. This guy's a dog. But that bomb making its way up right now, trying to move towards that A side of the map. Jesus Christ, though, he's going to spot this one out. 2 kills going the way of his team's favor. LAG cooking, but 2 for 2 on the map. 1 more going the way of LAG. That was a Heat 1v2 situation. Tactical is gone. Lethal is gone as well, just like that. Using him up. Now going to be a 1v1 as he picks up 1 more kill. Jesus Christ versus Zahid. Zahid at one point in time may have had a similar title in the Rec League. Guy was absolutely cooking back in the day. But now, bomb is down on the ground. I don't know if Jesus Christ knows where it's at. You would think just by the nature of being who he is, probably. But Zahid definitely knows where it's at because it is his bomb.
Yeah, Zahid's so paranoid to enter into this lobby, but this lobby section of the map, but the truth is Jesus Christ has no idea where he is and where he's going. You see Jesus Christ just kind of picking a spot where he can just go to either bomb if it gets planted, but he's so paranoid as he moves around the map. He just cannot believe that Jesus Christ is just kind of just scouting around. But the bomb does go down, and now it's Jesus Christ's turn to make a miracle happen.
And the thing is, Toronto could really use this round right now. This is absolutely massive for Zahid. We've seen him in multiple 1v1s like this in the history of him being in the Rec League. I do believe he got spotted out there, though. That's going to be a little bit tough. Jesus Christ. He's just trying to play around. I mean, Zahid is just running like it's Cold War right now. He's being chased, has no idea. I mean, maybe not being... Okay, he was being chased.
My God.
Okay, kill comes in. Plenty of time to defuse. May take 7.5 seconds, but no problemo right there. And LAG with a massive 1v1 to finish things off there. Zahid started out as a 2v1, got it down to a 1v1, and just like that, LAG go up 4-1. And Jesus Christ is 8-2 on a 4 streak and clutches up that 1v1. I mean... Woo.
Jesus Christ. Calm down.
That's what I'm saying.
Thou shalt not kill. What happened to that?
That's stuff.
Yeah, I mean, LAG is just kind of having their way with Toronto. This may not be the opening week Toronto wanted, but it is so far the opening week they're going to get. LAG on the attacking side, a win here might be pretty much disastrous for Toronto's mental here. Although something tells me that they'll be just all right anyway, either way. As I say that, though, Zahid, revenge on Jesus Christ, but Zahid will pay for his lack of faith, let's say.
Oh, gets another one for the trouble. Italian BMT got the kill credit, even though it was not Italian BMT. It was definitely Zahid, the Mank. On his way to investigate. Teammate is dead. Not a very good detective right now, not finding much information out. But Zahid and Eddie trying to counter this bomb plant, but guess what? That's not going to work out too well. It's Mankin well. 2v1 up against Eddie. Eddie, though, phenomenal in situations like this, does get taken down, and LAG go up 5-1.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of me saying this is where he clutches up a lot, and then that's unfortunate. That's probably my fault. There's a little caster curse right now.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what to say. Like, LAG is just picking out what they want to do and executing on it. It's 5-1 in the S&D. Very convincing hard point. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
The crazy part about the hard point is if you remove like the first 50 seconds of the map, they literally win like 250-30.
Right, yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. Because at the very beginning, like Toronto was cooking. They were doing great. Eddie, little pre-fire there, shooting a wall with no one in the area, just giving up where his teammates are at. I mean, you're going to hear the tacticals and lethals coming in anyway. But LAG now going to kill the bomb planter. The bomb does go down, though. Eddie with a good count. Man going to get one as well. Gets a second. Never mind, that was whoa. But now Low Lord 1v3. Everything on the line. Down 1-0 in this series. About to be down 2-0. As LAG are going to win this last round and win the map in a 6-1 fashion. They dominate the hard point, and they double down and dominate the S&D as well.
Man, I keep getting confused with the kill feed being wrong. It's so annoying.
Is player 64
captures? I want to see one person captures. I think that's the secret.
We always get that, though. That's how we always get that. LAG, though, kicking this thing on offense. Oh, just like that. Low Lord with the first blood. You got to think things are looking pretty good for the side of Toronto Falters. They pick up the first 2 kills. Woe going to take one out, but all 4 down. Watch out. Those spawns are going to get pretty mixy pretty quick if the side of Toronto will start moving up, and they're going to do just that. Number 6 player Eddie, who is a very talented individual, is going to get taken down. Maybe he'd pick up 1 or 2 there, but it's a little tough when you kind of meet them at the stairwells. He, though, got a player right behind him. That's going to be Woe. I mean, it's going to be Dan. Same Dan. They're on the same team. One's just number 64. But starting to sing out. LAG starting to break things back open.
Yeah, I mean, LAG starting to break things back open. I'm not entirely sure they knew what they wanted to do there. I did see some players on that top portion of the map. I did see some players on that bottom portion of the map, maybe going after B, but now they're just kind of like getting kills. And now finally we have some players on B, but you know, you've got LAG players maybe in the back garden, maybe a little bit maybe not being able to deal with the respawns as well. You have the number 6 player in Eddie, maybe trying to make a flank from that courtyard. Looks like they won't have to deal with Woe. They get on the top platform, they defend the point, and now LAG, if you just hold out long enough, you might be able to get reinforcements. But I mean, this B capture is just not looking pretty so far.
19 lives right here, so not looking too bad there. The B capture is looking a little bit sus. Whoa. Trying to get something done. Some kills going the way of LAG. One more player to take out. Real cool. Ooh, nice little 1v1 right there out of Zahid. Does finally get taken down, though, just like that. Remember, Toronto going to be spawning very close to this B point, because these spawns aren't going to be broken off quite yet. But LAG still trying to force everything towards this side of the map. Down 1 kill at the moment. 1 life, that is. Italian BMT still cooking from up top with that AR. Dan trying to get something going for the teammates. Does pick up 2, looking for a bit more. Third one on the way. Really only was 2 because the kill feed lied to us again, but that's just how it is. But Low Lord, once again, right off those spawns, picks up that last player. Eesh. But B point almost gone. But once again, it just barely gets countered last second. But 25 seconds remaining. We'll have to see this push maybe get deviated a little bit as the A point starts getting captured.
I feel like at every second of the last 2 minutes, there has been an LAG player on B, and it's just taken so long just because both teams are literally just throwing their entire rosters in this one section of the map. But it looks like Toronto will win out for the time being. LAG has 16 seconds to make something happen. You see them making a last-ditch effort on this A point, but if number 3 and Mank goes down, that's going to be rough for Toronto, or sorry, for LAG to get onto a point. You have Toronto players on A, you have Toronto players in the garden area. Dan. It's going to be up to Dan, but okay, they get 3 down when it counts, and maybe just maybe they can finish out the B. Maybe they can finish out B.
Get there. Number 3 player, get on the freaking point, man! All right, well, the B point would have been captured, but the number 3 player, who is going to be Mank, just hard costed his team.
Damn.
And I will go down on the record saying that Mank is the reason why they did not capture the B point right there. All good. They didn't really have the lives to compete or anything like that, but still, LAG would have had 3 ticks now. Instead, they only have 2.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty rare to see control rounds that come down to lives when not even an entire full point has been captured and the clock has been extended. I mean that's
but in fairness with this one, though, it goes back to what you were saying earlier. It was just a non-stop contest fest on B, right? Like there was LAG players there non-stop. But at the end here, I'm not going to lie, I understand you had a player watching the flank, try to make sure no one was pushing in from mid, but the number 3 player not getting on the point is very criminal to me. Stack the point where the gyms, we talk about it week in and week out. You get on that point, that thing would have been gone. You would have had 3 ticks, which I get it. It's only a 1 tick difference. You don't get 5, you don't get 4, you don't get 6, whatever. But still, that 1 tick is so big. But hey, who cares? New round is going to be popping up. Toronto Falters now going to be the offensive team. LAG trying to counter this one out, but some even kills going back and forth right now. Very close up, but LAG finally going to get a little bit of a lead in the kill department. We'll see if they can turn that into something very positive.
Yeah, LAG's control game maybe not looking as great as their other game modes by comparison, but still a powerhouse on the map here. Their turn for the defensive round. Toronto, no progress to show for it. For their, 45 seconds in this round so far? Finally, though, it looks like they may be making a push onto the A point. You have to deal with that LAG player, and they will go down by virtue of being surrounded. You have to deal with number 4 and Dan, Dan, and you do. And now LAG figuring out a way onto this A point, but Toronto, solid fundamentals. They were multi-person capturing it, but they probably going to come to an end right now unless the time BLT can make something happen. That A point, 1 tick on it, almost 2 ticks.
And it's be empty.
And Toronto is regrouping now. It's BLT. God damn it.
I don't know what BMT stands for, but I'm sure it's good.
Bite my tongue.
That's insane.
Italian bite my tongue.
Probably not. It's probably like bacon mayonnaise. I'm just kidding.
Bacon mayo tomato.
Oh, okay. Well, A has 1 tick on it. B point now starting to get captured for the side of Toronto Falters. LAG Doing a good job here. I mean, just solid defense work at the moment. They got 3 players trying to push this B side out. I say solid defensive work while the 8 point goes completely uncontested for a little bit here. But some kills back and forth. Toronto Falters still absolutely cooking it up on this offense. That 8 point looking a little dangerous right now. Dan, though, Dan the man is on the way. Look behind you, Dan. That's going to be low Lord, though. Doing business down there. Picks up 2, looking for the 3rd. Oh, the 8 point didn't get captured last second.
Oh, wow.
LAG going to sneak in there and start to get that 3rd tick off. That's diabolical work.
Again, we're in the same situation of not a full point has been captured, but lives are already dwindling so far. Now the attention is on the B side of the map. You see LAG walking on over. They're going to have to just throw bodies at it, try to get these Toronto players off it.
Big notes,
and finally, they do. They still have. They have one. Oh, yeah. Now they're on A.
Hey, Mank, take notes about this this B point. It almost got completely captured only with 2 people. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just, ooh, what a stick out of Eddie right there. That was a lucky stick, though. He didn't know that one was coming. But this B point gets stacked up a little bit. Got 2 players on there. They're cooking, too. Both of them pick up some kills just like that. It's gone. A point going to start getting captured really shortly. The number 7 player probably going to make his way back towards middle. That's going to be Zahid. Has the team help as well. Only 3 lives remaining for Toronto. 5 for LAG. This could be a massive offensive round for Toronto. They are down 0-2 in this series. They need this map win. Could be big, but only 1 player left. That's Italian BMT. That's going to tie the map up 1-1, but they do have a 3-tick lead because they got 5 ticks on that round. So Toronto, not looking too bad in this control.
Can I tell you how genuinely excited I am to hear you accidentally say Italian BLT?
There's no way.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait until it happens. And I'm going to clip it. I'm going to put it on YouTube. It's going to be there for history.
Clip it. Put it on the Twitch right now.
When you do.
Clip it.
I agree, though. Toronto is looking a lot better in this control right now. Yeah, they lost that last one, but it was looking pretty good. They were 1 tick away, and they were like down by 3 by the end of it, and then they just lost 2 players right off the bat, and that was it. But Toronto, I mean, important defense. If this slips, it could be in bad territory for you. But LAG going to have to figure out their offense a little bit more than they did last time. Can't really rely on having an all-out war on the B point this time.
Yeah, we're going to see some things get a little bit spicy here. We see the Toronto Falters are going to be the defensive team. LAG back on offense here, starting to try to clear things out a little bit. 3 kill department here, but LAG cook up 3 right there. Get themselves a nice little lead in the kill department. Now trying to push in those spawns. Jesus Christ, though, is lost in the back part of the map. Over by A right now. Does pick up 1 free kill. His teammates are still getting murdered. But he's gonna force these players to have to kind of back up. They have to worry about what's going on behind them right now. So Jesus Christ doing God's work, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, LAG break out of their spawn because of it.
Yeah, LAG do finally break out of their spawn. Jesus Christ has been so patient in the back here, just picking off kills from behind when he can. But, you know, LAG still have not captured a point in this game, and it might be time to do just that. You see them collecting around the B side of the map, but Toronto is moving over. They have a stack going on.
Whoa.
A 2-man stack, but... Okay, now they have a 3-man. Toronto...
Boy, what you get?
Yeah, you need
Zahid is here!
Yeah.
Zahid picks up 2. We're getting absolutely murdered. But the B point is gone. Mank still popping off. That's actually Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is on a 9 spree. I mean, what? And he's chowing out towards spawn.
He's using the force, man.
He's using the force, brother.
He's turning water into wine here. Jesus Christ is merciless, dude.
Jesus Christ has no mercy.
Have no mercy.
Oh no!
Oh
no! The Italian BMT himself. No.
No. Today's sermon and have no mercy, my
child. Lose an 11 spree.
Well, I mean, despite Jesus Christ 10 streak, LAG is not in the perfect position over here. They're still like barely leading live.
Dan just cooked.
They're only up 1 in lives, and Jesus Christ just went on an 11 spree, which kind of says
that's shocking.
The other members of the team might need to step it up a little bit.
That does tell us a thing or two. Yes, it does. I agree. But you know, now they have a 2-life advantage. 30 seconds remaining. They're on the A point. Zahid says, "What's that smell? Free kill." That's what that was. He's got.
He doesn't have his tactical.
As well.
Yeah. He doesn't have his tactical.
Oh, that means using. He got the lethal though. Ooh. Was getting juked out by a doorway right there for a second. But 20 seconds remaining. The side of Toronto Falters doing a great job on defense right now. But LAG, 77 in lives, got to get on this time. Whoa, up in the top corner. Oh, he's got a spot Zahid here. Yep, his teammates are going to jump on in. Mank stays alive a little bit there. Has a little bit of a tough time. 2 kills going the way of the side of Toronto Falters. Whoa gets 1, goes down just like that. Probably going to be it for the round.
Yeah, I mean, LEG, like, now down in lives, like, when you have players like Jesus Christ going on 11 sprees, and then you have, like, players like Dan cooking, and you still lose in the live count in a control round, that says a lot about how the game is going. Once LEG captured B, and they were trying to set something up around A.
This was Jesus Christ.
Right. Only Jesus Christ would be on the B point, not Mank.
Only Jesus Christ would have a Tamagotchi attached to his gun.
But yeah, I mean, like, when LEG captured B, and they were trying to force the A push, the problem was they just lost their gunfights, because Jesus Christ didn't go on a second 11 spree. And they just got slayed out, and Toronto just set up, and that was that.
Why couldn't he get 22 kills in a row?
I don't know. Is he that much of a miracle worker?
I'm starting to think no. With that logic, yes, I agree. But at the moment, the side of LAG do have a 1-tick lead. So if they don't allow any ticks in this, or they tie it up with just allowing only 1, both teams will have 6. I mean, Woe is already in the spawn. I like to see this out of Woe. You know your teammates are going to clutch up those kills, but look at this push coming over towards Garage. Whoa, behind him right now. Nice and careful. He wants the multi-kill. I love every part about this. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Just barely doesn't get it by the looks of it, and is going to get taken down. But hey, solid distraction. Allows Mank to push on over and pick up those kills. He's trying to hunt.
What was absolutely drooling, dude. As he was following those 3 players, he's absolutely drooling, but only could connect on 1. LAG doing well in defensive so far, up a few lives in the kill feed. That's exactly what you want to see on defense. Toronto not able to get any ticks on the map so far. You see Zahid making an attempt, but Zahid goes down straight up. LAG hunting out in this lobby area, but Toronto, they're just sending their players through garden. You get 1 kill, you get the second kill.
It's Jesus Christ. He's insane.
You got a player in A that goes down. You got 1 more player circling around A, but you got 13 seconds left, and Toronto just cannot make it out of their spawn.
All they had to do was not give up a single tick, and they locked in defense. But even if they did give up 1, they win off kills anyway, because shout out Jesus Christ being 32 and 20. But just like that, LAG win the round, but that moves them on to being defense for the next round. So you're Toronto. You just had the worst defense you've had on this map, and now you have to offense, and you have to follow it up with an offense.
Oh, how the tables turn.
LAG.
Oh, how to turn tables.
Are we getting map 1 LAG back right now? Because it kind of feels like it. That round was very much so map 1 LAG.
Did LAG go up, did Toronto go up 2-0, or was it 1-1 at one point? Because I'm saying, like, maybe is LAG reverse sweeping this? Okay.
Yeah, it was 1-1.
They're not sweeping. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Because, yeah.
But
because Toronto only got 5
great.
ticks in that first offense. LAG got 2.
LAG have won 2 defenses, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this may not look great for Toronto, if I'm being honest.
The first one, though, they barely won. Because remember, like, it got to 5 ticks. That 8 point almost got captured, and they just barely didn't do it. But 2 kills going the way of LAG right there. Make it 3. That's going to be tough for your Toronto. Low Lord, only player pushed up. Does get a nice kill, though. So that's just going to force these LAG players. You have to worry about this guy, right? You finally do take him down, though. Now they're going to start putting pressure towards that spawn. Mank, though, trying to watch this out. But Zahid and Italian BMT do a great job. They clear things out. Dan goes down as well. And just like that, Toronto Falters break out of the spawn. Looking very good on the B side of the map. Number 2, though, goes out of the map. Jesus Christ. Hops out of the map. Hops back in. Gets a nice free kill.
It gets a nice free kill. I was about to say.
Oh, they're just looking at each other. The force is not strong with this one. Oh, no, nope. It was a ping delay. Forgot about the ping delay.
There is a ping delay.
Is it a heartbeat sensor? I'm kidding.
Is that what the Tamagotchi is?
Yeah, I don't even know what
the
thing is. I don't even know what it is. But it's hilarious that it's on there, because when I first saw it on map 1, I was like, "This is a heartbeat sensor?" That would explain a lot.
Man, Toronto is just collapsing here.
Shout out Dan, just killed his own teammate and got 2-piece, though. I mean, shout out. I mean, Woe would. Actually, I'm pretty sure Mank was the one who did that, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto making last-ditch effort for this B side of the map. You have a player in 10, but Manx Hellstorm is gonna knock 2 players out.
Jesus Christ, is a hellstorm.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
From the
Okay.
heavens. From the
Jesus Christ, raining down hell from heaven.
heavens. What? What?
It's a hellstorm.
You can do that?
Hellstorm. It's
That's
a
a thing?
hellstorm. Yeah, we are seeing the one-man push on this B side of the map. I'm glad to see them adopting some bronze tactics, but it's not working out for them because that one player could not survive more than a minute on that point alone. Now you see a mad dash to A, at least just to stop the clock, but that player goes down. Now you have 2 players scouting out to A. You have Dan, who gets 1, maybe able to get the second one. You only have 11 seconds to work with, though, if you're Toronto. Your players are going down. You're sent back to spawn. And it's not looking good. It looks like LAG, if they could get this player in Zahid, Zahid is the last one who can make something happen here.
He
goes down 2
and
seconds
he makes
left.
it a 0-0.
And he makes it a 0-0.
Get there. Help
Oh
Eddie
my
out.
God.
Help
There's
Eddie
no
out.
respawns left.
Help Eddie. Oh,
There's no respawn.
no. LAG.
GG's LAG.
LAG, get it done. And just like that, they win in a 3-0 fashion of this series. But Toronto Falters put up a heck of a fight in this control here. I mean, it was looking spicy for a bit there. Shout out to Low Lord, Eddie, Zahid, and Italian B.